Christian life when you're really trying to do it right. You think, well, I can understand this, God, if I was really out, doing wrong, but I'm not. Why am I suffering? It's a perfecting process. It's a perfecting process. All right, verse number 10. Called of God and high priest after the order of Melchizedek. The writer's making some great examples and some comparisons of Melchizedek, that he was a high priest of God, which came out of eternity and went back into eternity, and we really don't know anything about him. The Aaronic priesthood was a good thing. The law is a good thing. God gave us the law and gave us a way that we could be temporarily reconciled back to him so we could understand the price of sin. That's what that was all about. There's a price for sin, and it's going to cost somebody innocent their blood. That whole system was about. And then Jesus came along, offered his life for our sakes to complete the project and complete the perfection. The great high priest. He is our great high priest now, and he has made us priests that we go out and reconcile others to God. And let me say that again. If you're not reconciling somebody, if you don't have a project in the form of a person that you're working on to help them get right with God, whether it's by the way you act around them, or whether it's, what do we call that, lifestyle choices. We call it like lifestyle witnessing, which is important. We should do that. But you also tell them the word. You also give them the word, because they're not going to figure it out just because you're a good guy or a good girl. Amen? I'm going to read verses 11 through 14, but I'm not really going to say much about it. I'm really not, because this has been really positive stuff so far, and it's been encouraging, and it's been helpful. This stuff is kind of a chastisement a little bit, but maybe we need to hear it. Obviously, if it's in the book, we do. Verse number 11, we'll read down. Of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing you are all dull of hearing. You can tell by the way that that's starting out that this is not going to get better. Amen? For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God. And we are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. So what is he saying? You've been at this long enough, you ought to be producing some fruit. And I'm looking at a group of people who are in their pews and they're in their place, like every time the doors are open. So I'm not saying that about you. But this Christianity is a growing process. If you're not farther along today than you were this time last year, something is wrong. If you're not reconciling people unto God, something is wrong. We're not following what we've been taught. Because honestly, we've all been heard enough to be pretty good Christians, haven't we? What have we heard? Thousands of sermons? Maybe tens of thousands? I don't know. We've heard a lot, and that's good. But at some point, it ought to produce some fruit. Amen? Amen. All right. We're going to stop right there. And Brother Travis, why don't you close us in prayer and pray for Brother Paul and the message to come. Amen?